Stephanie Bain, I have a books. I'm a book addict. There's so many books. Hello everyone! Today's video is going to be the Would You Rather BookTube edition tag. And I think we should just, whatever. Anyway, I'm not going to accept the fact. I'm not going to acknowledge the fact that I wasn't tagged anymore. I need to stop because if there's a tag and I think it's cool, I'm gonna do it. Let's see. Number 1 is read only trilogies or standalones. Trilogies, series. I have to. I mean, I love series. I do. I like series more than I like standalones, but I think that's obvious because I love it when, if it's done correctly and they don't drag it on just to drag it on and try to get as many books as they can, then yes, give me more trilogies. Number 2 is read only female or male authors. That's really difficult because I'd say females because the majority of the books I read are females and I really enjoy them, but there are just a couple really good books that are made by males. I'm gonna say males just because I want to be able to finish the Red Rising trilogy. I'm only on book 1, so if I said females, I would not be able to finish that trilogy because it's Pierce Brown. So males. That's so difficult. Shop at Barnes & Noble or Amazon? Barnes & Noble. I mean, I like Amazon just because, yes, you can get books cheaper and stuff. But honestly, I don't buy books that often off of Amazon. I mostly get my books at a bookstore, sometimes eBay, depending if I can't, because there's just some books you will not find anywhere. And I gotta go to eBay to get them. But if not, I always shop at like Walmart. Barnes & Noble's really far. But I love Barnes & Noble. I love making that trip to Barnes & Noble. I mean, it's not far. It's just, like 30 minutes away. Number 4. I almost skipped a question. All books become movies or TV shows? I'm gonna have to say TV shows because then you're more than likely going to get the truer adaptation of it. And from what I've noticed, sometimes it's a lot better. At least when it comes to Vampire Diaries. Oh my god, that adaptation was epic. They did such a beautiful job. They're doing such a beautiful job with Vampire Diaries. I love that show. It's my obsession. But yeah, I would like shows because then you're gonna have seasons with 12 or 22 45-minute long, episodes and multiple seasons of them. I like TV shows a lot. I love movies, but I like TV shows. Next one is number 5. Now we're on number 5. And it's read 5 pages per day or 5 books per week. It would be hard to do this, but I would definitely do the 5 books per week. And some of my books are really huge, but I would make it happen. I'd rather push towards trying to do 5 per week than read 5 pages per day. Number 6 is be a professional reviewer or author. I think I'm a shitty ass reviewer. I'm not very good at it because it's one of those things where I want to read to enjoy the book, not read to critique it. I mean, yeah, some books are easier because the more you love a book, the easier it is going to be for you to talk about it and do all that stuff. At least it is for me. And when I dislike a book, I don't want to trash any book that's out there. I never mean to. But, it's just, I don't want to talk bad about it. It's one of those things where if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all because I think people should go out and give books a chance on their own because I feel the same way about movies. So reviewer, I would not like to be one. And actually, I'm working on a project of my own that is almost done. And I want to be an author. I love writing. I've been writing since I was a little girl. I mean, I wrote short stories and poems, so writing is a part of me. It's, who I is. I wrote music, I do all that stuff. So it's one of those things where, I never felt I could be an author, but I think now I'm more confident about myself. And I would honestly love to make people feel the way authors make us feel. as a whole. The next one is only read your top 20 favorite books over and over, or always read new ones that you haven't read before. That's easy. Read new ones. The next one is be a librarian or bookseller. You know what, librarian, because I used to want to be a librarian when I was a young girl. I just like the quiet of it, and I like, you know, being able to tell someone shh, you know, with a really mean attitude. And honestly, because it's so quiet and chill, I could probably read while I'm there. That's the only reason. Number 9 is only read your favorite genre or every genre except your favorite. I'm gonna go with genre. Does it mean like young adult and then young, like, could young adult be a general genre? Or do we have to be specific and it's like young adult contemporary, young adult fantasy, young adult this, young adult that? Then I'm going to have to say read my favorite genre, unfortunately, because my favorite genre is always going to be like fantasy with like witches and vampires and stuff. As much as, even though one of my favorite series has nothing to do with that, it's a dystopian, I would still rather read my favorite genre because I don't want to read something I don't enjoy. And number 10 is only read physical books or ebooks. Yep, physical books. I know that was a really weird thing, but seriously, you can't smell your Kindle. It doesn't have this amazing book smell. It's really weird, but I love sniffing my books. I love the smell of books, and this one smells particularly amazing. I gotta say, it's just so like clean and new. And not just that, but I like to own and like hold my books. I love my ebooks. The only time I'll use ebooks if I don't really care for the book and I don't want to spend a lot. I mean, it's not that I don't care for the book, but if it's one of those things where I can't find the book in the store or anywhere and it costs too much on like eBay or something, then I'll go onto my ebook, like on my Kindle, and I'll buy the ebook because it's one of those things where I want to read it, but I'm not like, oh my god, I need it right now. Like, I'm glad I bought If I Stay ebook form because it's like an okay book. It's not my favorite. The movie's a million times better. But, yeah, I love flipping pages and holding them and just, oh, there's something about it. And mainly, though, the smell. I would die if I didn't have this smell. And I think that's it, right? And that is the end of this tag. So I'll see you guys in my next video, and goodbye.